Hello friends, this is the electricity chapter part 3rd. So before you are going to deal with the part 3rd, make sure that you have completed the previous two parts. So let's start the electricity part 3rd. So in the previous part we have discussed so many things. So in the third part we have to discuss that the types of current. That in the previous parts we know that what is current and all, there's so many things we got to know. So here the type of current, the current is basically are of two type. The one is called the alternating current, and another one which is called the direct current. And this alternating current is most commonly used as AC, and this direct current is most commonly used as the DC. So friends, these are the two, and no need to go into the detail, because that the both two currents we have to discuss in the class 12 physics. So here no need to go in depth. So next thing is that who carries current. Means that we know that the current is something which is due to the flow of charge. So who carries current in solid, liquid or gas? We have three kinds of medium in which charge should have to propagate. So here we are going to discuss that in all three mediums, how the charge carries. So first of all we are going to discuss about the solid. So friends, in solid, that free electrons carries current in solid. That means that in solid the only free electrons are responsible to flow the current. Now it is quite interesting that how that free electrons carries current. For example, friends, see, I'm taking some atom. Like for example, this is the nucleus and this is the structure of any atom. Okay friend, and we thought that there is one valence electron in the outer motion. Similarly, one another atom is there in the same material. The material is same. Actually we are doing we are drawing the internal structure of atom of any metal, or you can say solid. See, similarly the third atom is like this. See friends, and here also this is called the valence electron. So what will happen, that how charge will flow in solid. For example, this is the valence electron. So in this case, this valence electron will jump from this atom to this atom, and the valence electron of this atom will jump from this particular atom to this particular atom, and this contains so on. And we can say this particular electron is known as the valence electron, or most commonly that is known as the free electron, or you can say this is the valence electron. Okay friends, so this is the process that how charges flow in the solid. Then that valence electron or free electron will jump from one atom to the another atom, and so on. Okay friends, so next thing is that in liquid, that how current charges flow in liquid. So in liquid, as we know that in solid free electrons are responsible. So similarly in liquid, the positive and negative ions carry current in liquid. So here scenario is different. In that solid we talk about the free electrons, but in the liquid there is some positive and negative ions. So what is this ion? Ion is nothing but it is an atom or molecule in which total number of electron is not equal to the total number of protons, giving it a net positive or negative electric charge. So it is quite interesting, friend, to see that what is ion actually. Ion is something, let's suppose in some atom, if the number of proton and number of electron is not equal, if the number of proton and number of electron is not equal, then this ion concept will occur. For example, friend, let's suppose that again we are going to draw some structure of atom. For example, this is the nucleus, and nucleus contains one proton and neutron. That proton is having the positive charge and neutron is neutral, and in its outermost shell, something is there which is called the electron. This is called the electron. So here friends, that if the number of this proton and number of this electron is not equal, then the concept of ion will generate. How it will generate? Let's suppose two conditions. If the number of proton is greater than the number of electron. So as we know that proton is having the positively charged, so if the number of positive charge is greater than the number of negative charge, so this will cause to the positively charge, or you can say this is positive charge. And friend, if the number of electron is more than the number of proton, then clearly that the number of electron means the negative charge is more, so it will create the negative charge. And these kind of charge which is generated by the unbalancing in between the proton and neutron, this is called the ions, or this is called the ions. So it is quite clear, friend, that what do you mean by ion? It is quite clear that when in some atom, if the number of proton and the number of electron is not equal, then we can say the concept of ion will rise. Now come to the main topic. Then how current or how charge flow in the liquid. For example, we are taking here one example of sodium and chlorine. So we are going to take one container in which the liquid is flown, in which the liquid is there. So this is one container. Here we are considering the two atoms, one atom of sodium and another atom of chlorine. So this is one sodium atom, this is the nucleus, and this is the where the electron is there. This is again the atom of chlorine, and here again this is the atom of chlorine. So this will indicate the sodium and this will indicate the chlorine. So as we know that according to the electronic configuration, we know that the sodium is having one electron in its outermost shell according to the electronic configuration, and we know that in that chlorine there is 7 electron is there in its outermost shell. So as we know that in the nature that each and every element wants to get stable. And what is the condition of stability? Stability condition says that if your outermost shell should be completely filled or completely vacant, then only elements will get stable. So here that sodium contains only 1 valence electron and chlorine contains 7 valence electron. So in this case, what will happen? This sodium will give 1 electron to this chlorine. It's quite clear here, friend. This sodium will give 1 electron to its chlorine, and after that sodium will get balance, and after that chlorine will get also balance. So here one thing we have to understand is here sodium is losing 1 electron and chlorine is gaining 1 electron. So here one thing we have to understand is if something which is losing the electron, that is the positively charged, and if something which is losing the electron, that is the negatively charged. Okay, friend, and this Na positive and Cl negative will only cause the flow of charge in the liquid. It's quite clear, friend. So this is the entire process that how charges flow in the liquid. Okay, friend. So now we have to move further. Next thing, that is called the gas. So in that gas, what and all the responsible thing which causes the flow of charge? So here, positive ions and free electrons. Here the both in gases, there both things are responsible. Positive ions as well as the free electrons. Okay, friends. So in this case, we can say that gases will flow the current, or gases will flow the charge when it is responsible due to only to the positive ions and the free electrons. But there is one suitable condition is there. That condition is what? That if you want to conduct electricity in that gas carries current only when it is ionized. This is the important term, friend. That gas will flow the charge when, if only that gas is ionized. Then what is the ionization? We'll talk about later. Then what in all the process but through which you can ionize the gas. So gas can be ionized by the two processes. One is called the external rays and another one is the electric field and high temperature. So if you're going to ionize the gas, you have to change the electric field, or you have to apply some high temperature, or you have to apply some external ray. Okay friends, so here we have to see the mechanism of gas, that how gas conducts electricity. Okay friends, so for example, this is one atom, again we are doing, this is the nucleus, and these all are the orbit of electron. Here the electron is there. Just consider, again we are taking the example of sodium, because sodium containing only single electron in the outermost shell. Okay friend, so this is the atom which is having the only single electron in the valence band. So once you are going to ionization, once you are going to apply one ionization process to this atom, what will happen? Due to this ionization friend, or due to this ionization, this free electron will jump out of this orbit, and this particular electron will become a free electron. This particular electron will become a free electron, and this entire process, which is going to be the loss of electron. This is nothing but the loss of electron. Okay friends, and as we know that if something is losing the electron, that means that will get the positively charged. So this will become what? This will become the positive ion. This will become the positive ion. So here one thing is quite clear, that this free electron and this positive ion both will contribute current in the gas. So again we have to recap about the solid, liquid and gas, that how the current will flow in the solid, liquid and gas. So in that solid, what is the responsible for current? That is called the free electrons. And similarly in the liquid, what is the important? That is called the positive ions or negative ions. Or in the gas friends, gas means the both positive ions and the free electrons.